Yo, this hardcore ghetto gangster image takes a lot of practice. I'm not black like Barry White, no, I am white like Frank Black is.
Hello, my name is Luke Kabasic. Welcome to my video about Sir Percivale, the Knight of the Round Table. Leah, stop it. Alright, Leah's gonna be a background character, even though we're not really doing anything. She's just gonna be there. Alright. Anyway, I'm going down the list because I am terrible at doing presentations the right way, or unless that is the right way, I'm just gonna go ahead and, read off the list of stuff. Anyway, we're gonna start with the background, alright? Sir Percivale was raised by his widowed mother in a forest away from court, and I have all this stuff written down, and I'm putting it in my own words. He was raised by his widowed mother in a forest away from court because she did not want him to learn about the ways. She did not want him to learn the ways about chivalry and anything that had to do with knighthood. But he eventually learned about knights after seeing two walking on a walkway, and his mother was forced to explain about knighthood. Although she tried to describe knighthood as a very evil, vile way of life, he eventually decided that he wanted to be a knight. So he set off to King Arthur, where he would be knighted. On his journey, he came across one of the King Arthur's, greatest enemies, or worst enemies, and killed him, and took his blood-spattered armor off of him and made it his own. Because that's what sociopaths do. Percivale was eventually taken in and mentored by a kind knight that goes by the name Sir Gornemont. After he left Gornemont, after ruthless teachings, no, not really. He was pretty chill. He was pretty chill, and Gornemont was all like, yeah, this is what you gotta be to be a good knight, alright? He met and won the heart of a damsel named Blackflower. It's a very nice name. In modern terms, he won the heart means he gave her the D, okay? If they still use that phrase nowadays. I'm behind on social stuff, so I don't know. And I assume that's appropriate to say in school, because I did make a reference, but I did not say anything bad in particular. After winning the heart of the damsel named Blackflower, he set out on a quest to return home to his mother, and on his way, he found the mysterious Grail Castle. Alright? And met the Grail King. From what I've read on the interwebs, the Grail King was shanked in his boys down below, if you know what I mean. He was stabbed in the genitals. The legend, number 3, the brief story, where I'm supposed to tell a brief story of one of his most famous legends, actually goes into number 2 for why he was knighted. So, double kill right there, alright? That's amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and read about his most famous tale, which I assume we did not go over in class. Although if we did, then I do not know that we went over that in class. So my bad. So while he was attending a I'm guessing ball at the Grail Castle, Percival was amazed when everything came to a reverent stop, allowing procession to pass through the room. I was quoting that, by the way. Anyway, there was this chick there who was carrying a glowing cup, which is pretty much the Holy Grail. But Percival didn't know what it was. All right, and he decided to not go ahead and ask about it because he thought it was rude. Okay, all right. So he went to sleep. All right, and he woke up the next day, and everybody from the castle was gone. All right, so that's amazing. But he eventually ran into this hideous woman, quote, alright? And she was all like, alright, so you should have asked what that was, because if you asked what that was, the king would have been healed from his little wound down there, you know what I mean? For some reason, somehow, I don't know. So anyway, the hideous woman told him that King Fisher would be healed if he would have asked about the Grail. And at this point, all right, he's going home to see his mom after a few years, and the hideous woman was all like, "All right, your journey was for nothing, all right, because your mom died, because you broke her heart when she left, because I don't know, she just died from a broken heart because you left and you were all like, I'm gonna be a knight, all right." So that's what happened. So he was extremely depressed, yeah, he was depressed. After he left, I didn't mention this before, the Grail Castle disappeared because magic. So he set out to find it again. He encountered a bunch of adventures, and he proved that he was worthy of being knighted. And this goes back into number 2 real quick. It got back to King Arthur about a red knight going around, because King Arthur was all like, I need that guy. I need that guy at my table. Actually rediscovered the Grail Castle, and he was welcomed. The same procession took place. He asked the Fisher King, finally, Grail. It healed. Alright, so that's I found out that the Fisher King is actually his uncle, the king to take his place. So he's the next Fisher King. I couldn't really find much of anything else about King or Sir Percivale. I don't know how he died. I'm just going to assume he died from a stroke. So that was my English report presentation on Sir Percivale of the Round Table. So yeah, I'm going to fail.